Oh, damn. I didn't realize it. I was recording. I thought I missed it. So, yo, it's me, it's SCOTT. Let's talk about Clash of Champions 2020. Pre-show, first of all, it was announced that Nia Jax, Shayna Baszler, and Nikki Cross were unable to compete because they weren't, medically cleared. Although Shayna Baszler did post on social media her new ring gear, so she was expecting to compete. Something happened, I don't know what. So, pre-show match was changed to Cesaro and Nakamura versus Lucha House Party. That was a good match. Cesaro and Nakamura won, of course, with that the Cesaro spin into the Kinshasa. So, yep. We then had the opening match, which was Sami Zayn versus Jeff Hardy versus AJ Styles Intercontinental Championship match. Excuse me. And my God, Sami Zayn is a diabolical bastard. Let me tell you, because there's one spot where Jeff Hardy did the drop where he does the swanton off the giant ladder into someone who's bridged on the between the announce table and the ring. That person was Sami Zayn, and yet Sami Zayn was still alive. And then Sami Zayn, that diabolical bastard, he brings out 2 pairs of handcuffs. And he handcuffs a ladder to Jeff Hardy's earlobe. Ow! And then he goes to handcuff AJ Styles to something, to like the ring rope or something, and AJ hits him with a suplex. So what does Sami do? He handcuffs himself to AJ Styles, so AJ can't climb up the ladder. So AJ decides to put Sami on his back and try to come up the ladder. Meanwhile, Jeff Hardy on the outside, the ladder attached to his ear, trying to get in the ring. Sami then jumps down off of AJ's back, handcuffs AJ to one of the lower rungs of the ladder, climbs up on the other side because he's got the key in his mouth. He can unlock the thing and do it. Climbs up the ladder, grabs both belts. Sami Zayn is Intercontinental Champion, baby. Next, we have the Raw Women's Championship, Asuka versus Zelina Vega. It was okay. Zelina Vega gave up a decent fight, but Asuka made her tap out to the Asuka lock, and unfortunately, it's not the last we'll see of Asuka for the night. We then have, I'm not sure which one goes first, but we'll go with Street Profits versus Angel Garza and Andrade. Although I'm sure the Bobby Lashley match came first. I'm not sure. I should have looked it up. But a weird ending to this one. So one of the Street Profits, I think Montez Ford, hits a move on Andrade, goes for the pin. Gets a 1, a 2. Andrade kicks out, but the ref still counts 3. And I'm not sure if that was like a botch or if that was supposed to happen, because it looked like Angel Garza was legitimately injured on the outside. So maybe Vince McMahon got on the horn and says, whoever, the next time a Street Profits make a pinfall, count 3, damn it. Maybe that's how it would have happened. Could have happened. I don't know. But it just seems so strange. Then Bobby Lashley versus Apollo Crews. Apollo had Ricochet. Bobby Lashley had MVP MVUP, for those who know. But Bobby Lashley won after the full Nelson or full Lashley, whatever, making him tap out. Decent finish, I guess. Looking over my... So next was Bayley coming out. And she wants to be declared the winner. And then Asuka comes out. And as soon as she gets in the ring, they ring the bell. Without any announcement of a match, nothing. They just have a match. And it ends up in a disqualification because Bayley hits Asuka with the chair. Then Sasha Banks shows up. And for some reason, she has a neck brace. Can anyone tell me why? Because I have no idea why she has a neck brace. Is that the reason why she couldn't be in the match at Clash of Champions? Because to me, that's bullshit. It's a fake injury anyway. She's selling it pretty good, but it's fake. And I don't understand why they're trying to push this. Where are they going to push it to? Survivor Series? We know they're going to do Raw vs. SmackDown again because they can't get away from that. But, anyhow, yeah, Asuka wins by disqualification, so whatever. Next, though, we have Randy Orton versus Drew McIntyre. Right? Yeah. This ambulance match was pretty cool. I thought it was pretty good. Few things during the match. So, Randy Orton's whole thing is the legend killer, right? These guys are going back and forth in the ring, and all of a sudden, the Big Show shows up and puts Randy Orton to the announce table. They start, Randy eventually gets back up, they start fighting, they start heading towards the ambulance, and then Randy Orton's like, they're like, no, look out of here. They go in the back, and they go into catering, and then Christian shows up and attacks Randy Orton in catering, and eventually they fight back out into the crowd. It's at this moment that I realize some guy on one of the little screens wearing a bright-ass green shirt looked just like me, and I want to know how I can be there and here at the same times. I just want to know. Anyone else see a Scotty there? I'm just saying. I saw him there. It was bottom of the leg. Drew McIntyre's leg. Anyway, they get to the top, and who's just show up with Shawn Michaels, who kicks Randy Orton and pushes him off the ambulance. The finish was something... It was unexpected. Randy Orton hits an RKO, and I kind of hated this. He put Drew McIntyre in. I hate when they do this because, they're just wasting time. Randy Orton shuts one of the doors, and then he stops, and he goes... And he's wasting time so Drew can get back up. And he goes to shut the door, and Drew stops the door. Because Randy should have won, by all intents and purposes, at this point. But no, they need, to pad for time. So he pushes it open. Drew comes in. He comes out, hits the Claymore, throws him in, but doesn't shut the doors. He pulls him back out. He hits him with a punt kick. And that's it. Throws him in, shuts the doors. I will say there was some random 24/7 stuff going on, like Drew Gulak became the champion, and they may have been mentioning a draft. But I don't know. Is there a draft? Let me know in the comments below. The main event was Roman Reigns, the big dog, versus Jey Uso. And Roman's titties were hanging out. He didn't have his traditional vest. And this match, it turned into Rocky IV by the end of it. I'll tell you that much. Jey gave it his all. He gave it all in this match, but he didn't win. And I'll tell you why. Roman eventually stopped trying to win the match by pinfall and just started beating the holy hell out of Jey Uso. And I'm sitting there going, why isn't the ref... I'm waiting for the ref to disqualify because Brock Lesnar did this a few years ago at SummerSlam and got disqualified for not letting up. But yet, he just keeps on doing it. Lo and behold, we find a reason why. Jimmy Uso comes hobbling out, hopping on one leg and whatnot. By the way, Corey Graves kept calling Jey Uso Jimmy Uso. I don't know if that was a mistake he kept saying or if it was purpose. Because Jey Uso did cut a promo where he's saying, like, everyone talks about Jimmy Uso, but look at me and say, which one are you? Who knows? But he did keep calling him Jimmy Uso. But, yeah. So, eventually, Jimmy Uso comes hobbling out there. He's got a white towel in his hand. And it became Rocky IV. I'm sitting there going, throwing it down, throwing the damn towel, throwing it down. Eventually, he does. Even though Jey Uso is saying, don't do it, Uso. Don't do it, Uso. Because Roman wants Jey to call him the tribal leader. But he refuses. He keeps on hitting him. And even had Paul Heyman going, you're the tribal leader. I don't want to hear it from you, Paul. And so then Roman Reigns wins with his shiny teeth. Shiny teeth and me. That should be his new theme song. Instead of dun 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 dun. It should be like, ooh, ah. My shiny teeth that twinkle just like the stars in space. My shiny teeth that sparkle, adding beauty to my face. My shiny teeth, I love them, and they all love me. They walk a mile just to see me. Ooh, ah! My shiny teeth and me. That should be his theme song. Anyway, he wins the match because Jimmy Uso throws in the towel. He puts on the lei that Jimmy Uso can't... Man, I did it now. Jey Uso was wearing when he came out. And now he's the tribal leader. And I was waiting for the Fiend to show up because Alexa Bliss kind of teased something. Nothing happens. He just wins that. He's doing this. Thing ends. That's it. Overall, the show wasn't that bad. There was a sketchy finish with that Raw Tag Team Championship match. Maybe they'll explain tomorrow. Who knows? But it was pretty good. What are your thoughts on Clash of Champions? Let me know in the comments below. Make sure to like, share, and subscribe. Thank you for watching. I've been Scotty. See you in the next one.